Hello, my name is John Barrick. I'd like to talk with you for a few minutes about the Alpine School District Property Taxes 101. Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, "Taxes are the price we pay for a civilized society." As a professor and tax professional with over 30 years of experience, including giving policy advice to the U.S. Congress, I am not against taxes. I am, however, against portraying that something that is clearly a tax increase as tax neutral. That is simply dishonest. I voted for the 2016 Alpine School District bond. I will not be voting for the Alpine School District 2022 bond. This is the Alpine School District fiscal year 2023 budget, dated 7/6/2022, page 169. This shows the impact on the budget for taxpayers within the Alpine School District. It shows the given appraised value of a home, $499,800 in each year in fiscal year 2019 through fiscal year 2023, which corresponds with the 2018 to 2022 year for most of us. A primary residential exemption of 45%, which means that you're only paying taxes on 55% of the value of your home. That's the taxable value. The property tax rate assessed, which is 0.007033, the total Alpine School District levy for that year, and 0.005724 now. That amount, the tax rate, is generally declining, which makes you think that you're getting a property tax decrease. The property tax due in each year, 1581.79, 1506, and look, lo and behold, on the bottom line, it's decreasing. I've highlighted these in green. Look at in the 2018-19 year, your taxes decreased $22.31. In 2019 to 2022, your taxes decreased $75.12. And in the current year, $265.39, a massive tax decrease. That's what the Alpine School District would like you to think about your taxes. And you'll see that this isn't actual reality shortly. Now, I've replicated the Alpine School District slide to show you the percentage decrease ASD is showing for each year. An average property tax decrease of 4.7% and 17.09% in fiscal 2023, the current taxable year. I've highlighted everything in green that shows a tax decrease. The $22 decrease, the $75 decrease in 2019, and the $265 decrease in 2022, along with 2 of the 4 years declining in an average tax decrease of 4.7%. Is it too good to be true? It probably is. This slide demonstrates the actual property tax increase for the average homeowner in Orem. The Zillow values for each year is shown on the top row. That's the only thing that's changed from the ASD example. So, in 2018, on January 1st, 2018, the Zillow average home price in Orem was $291,000. In 2019, it was $322,000. And today, on January 1st, 2022, it was $494,000. Notice the consistent tax increases. So, in 2019, taxes went up $49.71. In 2020, they went up $57. In 2021, they went up $143. And for the average Orem homeowner, it'll go up about $101 in 2022. And notice in red, all the tax increases: 5.4%, 5.92%, 13.92%, 8.64%, or an average of 8.47% over the period. These consistent tax increases are the reason the Utah State Legislature passed a bill known as Truth in Taxation, or as it affectionately known as TNT, because it blows up this little trick that entities like the Alpine School District like to use to make you think that you're getting a property tax decrease when the actual opposite, tax increases, are the norm. Now, I've also added one additional item. The Alpine School District has proposed a $595 million bond, the largest in its history. With the 2022 bond, you can expect tax increases. This slide uses the Y2 Analytics survey example to show the average Orem taxpayer will pay $105 per year for 20 years if the Alpine School District $595 million bond is placed on the November ballot and passed by Alpine School District voters. The Y2 Analytics example says the bond is tax neutral. That's what they told prospective voters. Yet it shows in the footnotes that the average taxpayer will have a tax increase. Like many terms in politics, saying no tax increase in front of bonds is supposed to soften the opposition to new taxes. But let's be perfectly clear. There is no special category of bonds that school districts can issue that don't increase your taxes. No tax increase bonds do exactly the opposite. They increase your taxes. This is because relative to the baseline, the taxes you would pay absent the new bond, you're paying that more taxes. As I said earlier, this would raise the taxes an additional $105 or 17.6% for residents of Orem. I would like to offer a property tax challenge. If you live in the Alpine School District, post on social media either a history of your taxes. I'll provide you a template. You can find these on the Utah County land records, or take a picture of your property tax notice that was put in the mail by the Utah County Treasurer on July 22nd, 2022. I received mine yesterday on Saturday. Let us know if your property taxes have gone up. Also, be looking for a public hearing about the $595 million bond that will be held in August and increase your taxes. On the graph on the left is the Alpine School District taxes for my residents for the last 20 years. Notice the blue line, the nominal taxes in yearly dollars is going up almost every year, and the trend line is significantly going up. And notice the red line in inflation adjusted 2021 numbers goes up almost every year too. Both cases, taxes are going up. Look at the history of the property taxes in the table. In 2000, the property taxes were $636. This year, the property taxes given the Alpine School District were $1,685. That's a 165% increase over the period, or an 8.2% average increase on property taxes. Take the property tax challenge. Look for that soon on social media and participate. As I mentioned earlier, the Utah legislature passed a bill called Truth in Taxation. Alpine School District makes several claims about property taxes. First, property tax rates are important. That is false. Second, property taxes are decreasing almost 5% per year. That's false. And ASD's proposed $595 million bond is tax neutral. That is false. The Washington Post often gives 4 Pinocchios to things that are false, and the Alpine School District's claims about property taxes are entirely 4 Pinocchios. Reality, taxes are going up. That's the truth. Property taxes have increased almost 8.5% for 20 years. That is the truth. A $595 million bond will increase your taxes over $100 per year for 20 years. That is truth. Now, why am I weighing in on this issue? What are my qualifications? I am a PhD and a CPA. I've taught tax for 20 years, the last 20 at the highest ranked business school in Utah. I have lots of qualifications. I worked for the U.S. Congress. I've testified before the Senate Finance Committee. I have no conflicts of interest on this issue. What's some personal information? I've had 5 children attend Orem schools. Our family has seen a significant decline, especially at the elementary school level. I have met with Alpine School District administrators about concerns over the last few years, and while they've been willing to listen, there have been no significant changes, primarily due to financial constraints. I have significant concerns about the issues raised by a registered Utah Political Issue Committee, or PIC, that is fighting against the Orem feasibility study. Each member of the PIC has a conflict of interest favoring the Alpine School District. The PIC has repeatedly and regularly spread misinformation on taxes, even when informed about the truth. And I think as Orem residents, you should know the truth.